Heyo guys, welcome to another video. And honestly, after being told I gotta do 15 hours extra overtime, I decided to try and upload daily. So you're gonna get at least a race from me every day. I'm gonna try and record 3 of them and choose the best one for which ones to upload. Now, on the start, we do end up getting into a little clash with a Shelby Cobra there, but we are at Le Mans. Now, this did record at 25 FPS. I don't know why my recording software went reset, but that's going to be a thing, so I do apologize for the rather low quality from time to time. So, looks like B-Rack was getting thrown around there. Maserati getting thrown around. Mustang going right up on the left side. Rather desperate to gain positions there. Going into this left-hander here. We got a guy making sandcastles right now. We got me getting spun. Holy crap. Sorry about my commentary, guys. I got coffee that went down the wrong pipe. Looks like Barrick went and took out someone, and I'm getting completely pulverized here. Steele there, he came up onto the track at the worst time. I tried getting out of his way, but he kept coming into the way. He then just for me to get smacked on the backside there. Now, luckily we are on the straightaway here. Starting to gain some positions here. The Daytona Charger was built more for speed, but I did try to balance it out for cornering as well, because we are going to come up to this first little chicane-like turn, and I'm going to completely blow it, go into the sand pit, make sure no one's coming. Luckily, I don't mess with anyone's race, and I don't get a penalty for that for some reason. I guess the Forza gods were looking down on me and said, forgive my son, or whatever. So anyways, we're going to catch up to IL Well here in the Porsche. He's already got 5 seconds in penalties, so I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and take that position from you, sir. And we got that Maserati that got completely screwed over in turn 3, I think it was, going off into the sand again. It looks like he's not exactly able to corner in that thing, or he just got desperate for positions and decided to do a dive bomb where it failed miserably. So, anyways, continuing on the straight path here, we're going to try and cut down some time. Now, we're going to come up on this right 90 degree. Now, what I like to do is let off the gas here and brake just before the little small bend there. At least in this car, it's kind of hard. We got a guy in the sandcastle again. My Kai, the guy we locked up with at the beginning of the race when I tried cutting around the track. Not really a happy camper if I were to guess, but we're going to try and catch up to a Volpone here. He's got more of what seems like a cornering build over a speed build, so my Kai is going to get around me along with Dill in Ja DRS. I'm not too sure how to pronounce his name, to be honest with you. Going into this corner, I don't really have much of a place to go, so he does dip a couple tires off, and we got quite a bit of a pileup. Got Dark Nexus blocking my route, forced me to hit the brakes pretty hard, take that corner a little slower than what I normally would. Anyways, now we are going to basically be in a locked battle with Dark Nexus here. I do have acceleration over him, so I'm trying to catch up to him as best as I can. We got Volpano right in front of him. We're going to try and get around him. Dark Nexus does make him go to the right where I'm at, causing him to make a small collision there. I feel like I got a sneeze coming. I do apologize. Dark Nexus is going to dip a couple tires into the grass, debate whether he's going to turn his car into a lawnmower or not. Honestly, dude, I'd rather keep that Aston Martin as a race car. But to each their own. Now, Kai is going to spin someone out. He is going to apologize for it, though. Really not a good track to do that, because once people start going, because this is a major power build track, once they go, they're probably gone unless you have a high power build yourself. Anyways, it sounded like a massive collision behind me. I didn't really bother looking behind me, but we do got a lot of penalties showing up. I guess Le Mans is kind of known for it. We got a Looney Crezone getting disqualified there. He probably went and rammed someone, to be honest with you. Gonna drink some coffee, trying to clear up my throat a little bit. We got Dark Nexus there, taking a little corner cut, getting a little bit of a penalty. Yup, second, almost a second and a half. So luckily that gives me some breathing room. All I gotta do is really get around them. But I'm guessing at Le Mans, people seem to underestimate that they get a power build, and I think he just got another. Yep, he got another second in penalties. Yeah, at Le Mans, your power build, yeah, you gotta be fast, but you also gotta keep the car on the track. So it seems like people forget that and do some corner cutting. And of course, the faster you're cutting a corner, it seems like the more of a penalty you get. And this is when I learned Dark Nexus does have top speed over my car, so gonna have to try and get him on the acceleration and on the corners here. Now, luckily, I don't miss my braking point here, and I make this little chicane-like turn. I honestly don't even know if it's a chicane, but I know it has an actual name. But anyways, I go around that pretty flawlessly. I do get around Dark Nexus for a second. He looks like he's going to try and go for his pit maneuver, but it seems like he backs off quite a bit. I guess he realizes he does have more penalties, so he doesn't want to mess with that too much. And we're going to go into this left-hander chicane, is what I'm going to call it. Going to brake a little early than what I normally like to. I don't want to blow this turn either. And gonna get right up behind Dark Nexus here. We're gonna try and get around him, but it seems like our acceleration is pretty evenly matched. I do have a little bit on him, but he does have top speed. So while we're on this little straightaway, we're gonna lock in a little battle here. He's gonna start pulling away, but he does bump me off a little bit, kind of mess with my driving line a little bit. Doesn't get a penalty for it though, but does go a little wide there. I start to really put the pedal to the metal there and start flooring it, and I try to use B-Racks here to my advantage by leaving Dark Nexus with almost nowhere to go. Long beginning of his draft now, since Dark Nexus is pretty much behind me now. He does get around me. I do try to block him, but I fail miserably, and I do cause a little bit of a collision. Luckily, no penalties are handed out. Going into this right-hander here. Seems like Dark Nexus is going to start forcing people off the track in order to keep his position. That's not a good thing to do. Going into this right 90 here. And now my goal is trying to get as far away from Dark Nexus as possible now that I know his driving style. He's gonna make sure he goes through people instead of try to get around him as clean as possible. Also, it's getting a little dark out. Lights are coming on. Final S-bends here. I got a second above Dark Nexus, but I'm almost blowing that turn. Somehow managed to keep it on the track, but he does close the gap quite a bit. So right now, I gotta try and take these corners as flawless as possible. Although in a car like this, it's not gonna be easy. Got the minute-and-a-half race timer, and I do blow this turn as well. Go off track there. Luckily, no penalties again. Like I said, I think the Forza gods are looking down on me and giving me a little bit of forgiveness here. Bay-Racks there, going off track, trying to get around me as best as he can. He's gonna get the penalty for it. And this is pretty much going to be the race, guys. I crossed the line in 10th place, but thanks to the penalties, I actually finished in 9th. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time. See y'all later.